Hello everyone, Vanakkam and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see about the most delicious and requested recipe. Yes, chicken biryani. Now let's get started. For making the biryani today, I have taken 2 cups of basmati rice. First we will need to wash the basmati rice until all the starch is gone. So press the rice nicely and remove the starch. Wash it for 3 or 4 times until the water is clear and then let the rice soak for 30 minutes. Use any good quality of basmati rice. I have used India Gate brand. Next we will start the cooking. So I am going to cook in a pressure cooker today. So for making the biryani I have added 2 tablespoons of oil and 1 tablespoon of ghee. Next add 2 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds and 2 inch of cinnamon sticks. Also 10 cashew nuts, 1 small piece of kalpasi or stone flower, 4 cardamom pods, 3 cloves and 1 Marathi moku. So we'll add everything to the pressure cooker and saute for few seconds until we get a nice aroma. Let us continue cooking in a low flame so that we don't burn the spices. Now the spices are ready. So next we will add 2 onions. I have sliced the onions very thinly and added to the cooker. Saute everything in a low flame until the onions turns glossy and transparent. This will take close to 5 to 8 minutes in a low flame. The onions are almost done. So next we will add the green chilies. I have added 3 green chilies. Adjust the number of chilies as per your taste and then add 1/4 cup of mint leaves and 1/4 cup of coriander leaves. Saute everything together until the leaves shrink well. If you don't prefer adding the whole leaves, you can also grind the mint, coriander and green chilies together and then add it to the biryani. It tastes good either way. The leaves have shrunk now. So next we will add the tomatoes. I have taken 3 country tomatoes. I have chopped them into medium sized pieces and then added. So we need to cook the tomatoes until they turn soft. You can also use Bangalore tomatoes if you're not able to source the country ones. However, country ones gives the best taste for the biryani. So now the tomatoes are almost cooked. So next we will be adding the ginger garlic paste. I have added 1.5 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Saute everything together. Make sure the ginger garlic paste don't get burnt in the bottom. So give a nice mix and combine everything. Next step will be adding the chicken. So for this biryani, I have taken half kg of chicken. So what you can do is pressure cook the chicken for 2 whistles by adding salt and turmeric powder and then add to the biryani so that you will get very nice juicy pieces when the biryani is cooked. However, this is optional. You can also add it directly. If you are using broiler chicken, you can cook for 2 whistles. If it is country chicken or desi chicken, you can cook for 5 whistles and then add it to the biryani. Cook everything so that the masala is mixed fully with the chicken. Next, let us add the masalas required for the biryani. I have used all the homemade masalas, not used any ready-made masala for the biryani. So I am adding 1 teaspoon of garam masala, the required salt, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 2 teaspoon of red chili powder. Add everything to the pressure cooker and combine everything so that the spice powders are mixed evenly towards the chicken and the other ingredients. Adjust the amount of red chili powder added as per your spice levels. Remember, we have already added 3 green chilies, so adjust it as per your taste and add it. Now the masala is almost cooked. So next we can add the soaked basmati rice. Drain the water and then add the rice alone. So I am adding 2 cups of basmati rice. Carefully mix the rice to the masala without breaking the grains too much. So mix gently. After adding the rice, we need to add the water. So the measurement for the basmati rice and water is, for every 1 cup we need to add 1.2 cups of water. Since we have pressure cooked the chicken, we will have the chicken stock and it will be so flavorful if we add the chicken stock. So what I did is, I have measured the chicken stock and added it fully, and for the remaining quantity I have added water. So I had close to 1.5 cups of chicken stock, and for the rest I have added 1 cup of water. After adding everything, mix everything together so that the rice and the chicken are mixed well. Next add in 1/4 cup of thick curd or yogurt and mix well with the biryani. Mix everything and then check for the salt and spice levels. Always the salt should be slightly higher for the biryani. Only then, after the biryani is cooked, the salt will be balanced equally. So next add in the lemon juice from half a lemon and mix everything once again. Combine everything, give a good mix and wait till the water comes to a boil and then close the pressure cooker. Close the pressure cooker now, but do not put the whistle at this stage. Wait till the pressure or steam coming vigorously from the pressure cooker. So once the pressure comes vigorously, put on the whistle and cook in a high flame for 3 minutes and switch off the flame. So it is 3 minutes now and I am switching off the flame. So after switching off, wait till the pressure is released naturally and then open the cooker. It may take 15 or 20 minutes depending on the brand of the cooker for the pressure to get released. So once the pressure is released, open the cooker and carefully fluff the rice without breaking the grinds. Biryani has beautifully cooked now with a beautiful texture. The rice are single and separate. So if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe to our channel. Please visit our website for more such interesting recipes. Thank you for watching. See you soon in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.